All right. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to day 5 of this recruiting challenge. Right at the beginning, I want to say thank you so much for watching these videos and then completing some of the tasks that we've been talking about. One of the biggest hurdles that I see athletes face when it comes to their recruiting process is really just getting started. And so if you've been doing some of the things that we've been talking about each day, even if you're just doing a little bit, even if you added 5 schools to your list, sent a couple emails, you are making progress. So keep that up. Okay. Quick recap of what we've been talking about. We talked about creating your list in day 1. Day 2, we talked about sending emails and what that needed to look like. Day 3, we talked about your highlight videos and how important those were. And then yesterday, day 4, we talked about social media and how to use social media, and then maybe how not to use social media. Okay. So you might have noticed we didn't talk about everything. We didn't talk about everything that happens in recruiting. There's really not enough time in these few minute videos to cover the entire process, to cover every aspect of even phone calls or emails or creating your list. That is why we created the online recruiting programs, so that we could put a ton of information, a ton of knowledge, a ton of useful tools and resources for you guys in those programs. That's where you need to go to get all of the information to help you with the recruiting process. So go start the Get Started program and use that as your launch pad to get started with your process. If maybe you're in this position where, Jason, we've started our process a little bit, but I don't really know what to do next and I feel stuck, then we created the Get Unstuck program for you guys. And that one would be perfect for you, especially if you're maybe a sophomore or a junior and you've already really done some things. You're not really sure what you need to be doing next. We go through all of the different steps of the process and help you to pinpoint the areas that maybe you need to change, or things you need to do differently, or things maybe you're just doing wrong and need to not do at all. So we talk about all those different aspects in those plans. For you guys who have been watching day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, and today, I am giving you guys a special 50% off the first payment of any of our subscriptions. So that's our Get Started and our Get Unstuck online recruiting programs. So you guys will get half off your first payment for those. And then either of our subscription plans for the blog post, our blogs, and our needs list, you guys will get 50% off that as well. To do that, use code, should be over here. Hopefully, use code challenge to get 50% off the first payment on all that stuff on our website. Thank you guys for watching, and want to just encourage you to keep going. Okay. That's what we're talking about here in this episode. Jason, we've done all the things. We've sent the emails. We've created the list. Really, what's next? And there's a couple different things. And again, we talk more about that in the online recruiting program. But when it comes to actually playing volleyball, here are some things that I want you to really be focused on, because these are things that college coaches pay attention to when they come to your court. Evaluating the athlete on film sometimes is really easy. Sometimes evaluating the athlete is really easy live. What's harder for college coaches to figure out sometimes is the intangible piece. What do you bring to the court besides the skill set, besides the volleyball IQ, besides the physical dominance at the net, besides the powerful arm? What else do you guys bring to the court? Those are really the things that separate athlete to athlete. So when it comes to college coaches coming to your court, here are some things that I want to point out to make sure you are aware of. The first one is how you interact with your teammates. Being a bad teammate is a really good way to get crossed off somebody's list. If you don't celebrate, if you don't high five, if you don't cheer, if maybe you're not playing and you stand on the sideline like this and pout, right? Those things are going to get you crossed off someone's list really fast. Okay. So be a good teammate. That is what college coaches are looking for. The community, the environment of these college programs is usually really important, and no one wants a bad apple on their team or someone potentially toxic on their team. Okay, so be a good teammate. Make sure you're engaging with your teammates. The second thing is be coachable. How you interact. So I just talked about how you interact with your teammates. How you interact with your coach is also really important. Eye contact, verbal confirmation of you hearing and understanding what your coach is telling you. Can a college coach watch you play and sees your coach trying to get you to make a change, and then you make that change? So they're watching your interaction with your teammates. They're watching your interaction with your coach. The other thing that sometimes happens that college coaches will say to me and point out in athletes is the interaction that you have with your parents. Okay. This is after a win, after a loss, maybe how you interact with them to get your water bottle filled up, right? Athletes that chuck their water bottle across the court and yell, "Mom, fill up my water bottle." Okay. College coaches sometimes make note of that. How you interact with your parents is really important. College coaches are watching you guys. Okay. I've said this before. College coaches are looking for reasons to cross you off their list. Okay. Do not give them an easy reason to get crossed off of their list. Interact with your teammates in a positive way. Interact with your coaches in a positive way. Interact with your parents in a positive way, and have a lot of fun. You have to love volleyball at the college level. So continue to have fun. Good luck this weekend. The Challenge 5 code that I talked to you guys about just a little bit ago, the Challenge 5 code is only good through the weekend. So I'm going to Kansas City. When I get back from Kansas City, that code is going to disappear. If you want to get started with your recruiting process, or if you feel like you're stuck, or if you want to check out our needs list and our blog post subscription, definitely do that now and this weekend. Do not wait too long. And thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe because we're going to be putting out a lot of content here on YouTube for you guys to watch. Thanks again.